Yo, yo, it's the Elden Bully. I'm back. I'm sorry I had a little bit of technical difficulties there for a little moment or two, but it seems like it's all worked out more or less. But without further ado, I'm gonna continue on with what I was intending to do here with everyone today. And as usual, the algorithm usually likes when I say this, so I'm gonna say it again. Like, follow, subscribe on here, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you find my content. And thank you so much for joining me today. And hope you all have a really good one. I love every one of you guys. Um, Let me try to dive into what my intended topic of discussion for today is. Um, the Elden Ring movie. The Elden Ring movie has reportedly finished filming. It has wrapped filming. I'm pretty sure that doesn't mean that the movie's completely 100 billion% done cooking per se. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's still some editing and whatever have you that needs to be done. But other than that, I'm happy to hear it. In another regard, I'm a little bit weary about it as well. Um, Personally, because it felt a little bit quick as far as in going from ah. Let's see, I was able to slip away. Let's see if I can continue on this little roll of mine before they come and try to get some of this. They're really gonna spam me. Well, there goes your friend. Oh, he got me. Good shit, Hosty. GG's. Saylara. I was able to take down the sun, bro, but Hosty got the better of me. Spamming that pest threads really got to me. Dang. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I was like, I'll be a little bit fair on my own side. My attention has been a little bit sparse as of lately. Not that it's in any kind of legitimate excuse or whatever have you, but it is what it is, as they say. uh, as far as in what I've seen online from the set pictures and all that other stuff, I think we even have a list of the cast for the film as well. So I'm kind of just in a weird way, I'm just kind of throwing my hands up, and I'm gonna wait to pass judgment until I see something more concrete. As far as in what they have to work with, they have a lot that they could incorporate into the story of the movie through the game and stuff. I'm very curious to see how it's gonna go from one way or another. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. Okay, let's try this as an approach. That kind of hurt. That I'm not gonna lie. That kind of hurt. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, he almost had me there. Oh, what? I'm not on it at all today. GG's, guys. Ah, man, wizard spam. A true kryptonite, if I ever had one. Dang it. Mm. Gotta work on. I gotta work out my approach and everything. Jesus, Jesus. Oh Lord, gotta work on my approach. I have been playing offline, of course, online, offline, whatever, off stream. What I really meant to say, I guess. Um, Nothing really going on as far as in like build changes or whatever have you. I've been contemplating. I did finish these other two characters, and I've been thinking about adding more time under those two, so I can expand into the weapon arts to see what I can work out with. For example, like the meteoric ore sword looks pretty cool. I like the ash of war for it and all that stuff. But I'm just a creature of habit when it comes to certain ways of doing things. Like I'm just so addicted to my Arumi Endure spam. It's really fun. And but I have been noticing that it hasn't been paying off too much lately. So I don't know. You know, one has to kind of work with what they got, and I got a lot to work with. Um, okay. So so the post here says that A24's Elden Ring movie has wrapped filming. And this post was posted. Dang, I gotta look at the details here. Okay. Well, I don't have an exact date per se, I guess. If I had to put my finger on oldest, newest, all comments. Whatever. Let's say 4 days ago at the latest, at the earliest, I think. I wish I had another pair of hands, you know what I mean? Um, yeah. But some people are a little bit hesitant as far as in their gauging their reaction as far as in how they're gonna think the movie's gonna come out. For example, one comment, I'll call him B. I'll most likely love it, but I'm not going to be what it's not gonna be what people think. First, it's A24. Second, I think Civil War and Warfare, Alex General Garland giving us Civil War and Warfield, two great movies, but wasn't what the mainstream audience was expecting. I don't think Drew Leroy would have been a good fit. The Green Knight is mighty close to a Souls film, I think. Green Knight. I remember hearing about that story a long time ago, before I even knew there was a movie. But now, I'm pretty aware of the movie now. I should give it a shot, see how it is. You know, it's a lot of fun. Did I knock him off? Please tell me I knocked him off. Let's see if I can work my way up there somehow. Okay, it looks like they're still alive somehow. Oh wow. Yeah. Do your little dancity dance. I almost had y'all. I've been dealing with dang wizards all goddamn day. Terrible. Terrible. This is why endure spamming is alright in my book to some degree, because dang. How? How? Come on. Give me a break, dang it. Ah, man. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I want a W. I want multiple W's under my belt today. Dang it. Ah, man. Yeah, I've heard about that Green Knight movie here and there. I really do want to check it out. I do like medieval fantasy movies as much as the next guy. And that next guy is just your layman, if anything. I like Lauder. I like Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, all that whatnot. Um, for its aesthetic and other contributing factors. Um, but honestly, I don't know how I can really gauge my own personal reaction to the Elden Ring movie without any real giving context. Right now, as far as I'm concerned, it's the Dung Eater movie. You know what I mean? um, I I can only imagine if they show who they have in mind as casting for big names like Rani or Melina or possibly even Patches. You know, dang you, Hosty. um, so that's gonna be a lot of fun to see how that whole thing rolls out. Um, man, straight to streaming, where it belongs. Oh, come on. You're not you're not even giving it a chance at that point, fellas. You're going straight for the jugular. You know, I do understand the sentiment of being so put off by something that you're not used to the point where you're just like adverse. You have a a real adverse reaction to something. Like this, for example. This fellow saying stuff like, "Oh, straight to streaming, straight to video," as they used to say back in the day. I don't agree with it. No, I don't think so. I really don't think it's gonna get to that degree. I don't think it's necessary to get to that degree. So I don't believe it will get to that point. I mean, thinking about it from a positive perspective, right? Um, the most recent movie that I really enjoyed, uh, that's, I guess you could say, also not totally mainstream, was Obsession. And I wouldn't say it went straight to streaming. It took its time. It made its money, but it did hit streaming pretty quickly, if you ask me. So going to a streaming platform from wherever you're at and the filming in your story of film may not be the worst thing to happen. You know what I mean? Well, there goes your friend. Boom, boom, boom. A triple! Yeah! They even got homie over here. He's so cool that he's on fire. GG, guys. GG, Hosty. Finally, a good W under our belt. Oh, man. Oh. I had to trade for that first sun bro, but after that everything just kind of fell into place as my build is meant to do. Oh man. Some of these comments are pretty good. I like this one guy. He says, "Hype," all caps. Hype. Agreed, fellow. Agreed. I think the name is Sean. Yeah, man. I don't like to get dox people or give away their names. So just, you know, a commenter is very hyped, all caps, for this 2028 March 3rd, I think, release. I think it's March 3rd, I'm not sure. It will be coming out very, very, very soon. 2028, not that far off, you know. But for some people, it might as well be like in the future. Oh wow, you're gonna. Is this host taking on the disabled? This woman is. Get him, doggo. Bye, hosty. Don't mess with the Albanorex. Oh, she's still putting in work. Going after whoever is still around. The Sunbro, whatever have you. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. We're keeping it rocking and we're keeping it rolling, y'all. Oh, man. Yeah, some people are just really surprised and thrown by the fact that it felt so quick as far as in already finished filming. People would think that it would still take a little longer to film whatever it is that they have in mind for the story. But I don't know. For example, let's stay with Obsession as one good example of doing a lot with a little. They didn't spend too much on budget-wise for the film because I mean, it's kind of like a personal drama where the characters, yeah, there's different settings or whatever have you, but I wouldn't imagine there being a real need to build a lot of sets or use a lot of CGI or the makeup department going bananas or whatever. I mean, yeah, it does get a little clandestine towards the end as far as in the gore and all that other stuff. Yes. But maybe given a certain workarounds or whatever have you won't have to worry about ballooning a budget that's beyond something that could be managed. You know what I mean? Which is what I imagine is taking place right now with this Eldenring movie. First off, let's steer this bus in a different direction, right? Let's take a little bit of a detour. Why not, right? What was the thing? Oh, not too long ago, I watched the Backrooms movie. Yeah, and I gotta tell ya, I really didn't know what to expect. I have watched some other Backrooms media, YouTube, Reddit, all that kind of stuff, fan-made stuff, whatever have you. Alex Garland's other stuff, whatever. I don't know, right? The guy who created the Backrooms, and the young guy, who's 22 years old. Oh, he's so young for a director. First off, that's not the most compelling selling point when you're making a movie. Just to throw that out there. But he was a younger guy, came up with a lot of cool ideas. It was alright. Now I mean that like as a diss, because it takes a lot of work to produce a valid work of art in today's high. We have so much produced, and even if you're creating a piece of work that's leading with a big name, big actor, a big event, history or whatnot, fiction or fact or fiction, whatever have you. There was a lot on his shoulders. I think he delivered to some degree or another. Maybe not to the same expectations as what those who have partaken in the project beforehand. I can imagine somebody who wrote I don't know, fan-made Backrooms media, whatever have you, like, oh, but they mentioned the pool. I wrote the pool. Maybe why didn't they talk to me? It's not about that. It's about the other stuff what the main idea, the main point of the film was trying to put out there. Is it the same guy? It is. It's Pepperoni. I'm gonna take my time approaching this fella. I kind of did him a little bogus last time, picking on him while he was picking on the disabled. Don't get me wrong. I don't agree with him, attacking the Albanorex, but it is what it is. Hey, this hey, I like your hat, man. Madness. Oh, I should have watched that one. I saw him hitting me with those dang madness touches. Dang. Okay, I see you. I see you. I've ran into a few maddening hands in my day. Still very frightening, I'll tell you that. Ugh. Dang you. Ah, man. Ah, man. Yeah, but the Backrooms movie, it was solid. It was alright. I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Maybe that's why I'm kind of giving it a little bit more leniency in some aspects. If you ask me, the Backrooms movie is a modern version of what I would compare it similarly in theme to the other film. I forgot which year it came out. It was around the 20 teens, 2015 maybe 16. As Above, So Below. The one about the French. It was in France. It was like some guy, some like researchers trying to like go into the catacombs of France's underground scene, and they run into like I wouldn't equate quite as the Backrooms, because it's a dingy, dark underground setting. You're already highly claustrophobic. There are no fluorescent lights. It's quite the opposite, actually. It's just complete darkness, and all you can really see is what you can see via torch or flashlight, spelunkers, whatever have you. But the themes were basically parallel between As Above, So Below and the Backrooms, because they were experiencing a multi-dimensional form of torture. That's just my fancy way of kind of simplifying the plot in just a few words. But you know, they had a traumatic event that happened to them when they were in the past or whatever have you, and they're reliving it in an alternate way. Not quite exactly the way that they did the first time. Maybe to them it was exactly the same way, but it's still distorted. It's distorted because it's a controlled form of torture being distributed by outside forces that are unknown. Whoa! All right, team of three. Open environment. Curves or light build over here. See if I can lead them towards my boys over here. See if I can buff them. Get them, guys. Oh, there goes the dancer. Really? Oh, yeah. What? Oh, GG, son, bro. I love it. I like that guy. He has a good sense of humor, I'll tell you that. Holy moly. Dang. That was bananas. That really was crazy. Oh, man. Jeez. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, I was feeling myself so much that I kind of lost my train of thought. But, you know, it's a little not too hard to stay on track when the themes are on the abstract for sure, but I think that they're fringing a little bit too much on that aspect of the abstract where it's detrimental because it's not translating correctly. And I mean that like somebody who doesn't have I would say I was watching something interesting today. It's hard to explain. I'm butchering everything here. It's just me just brain vomit, word vomit, whatever have you. But as a younger person, if you don't have trauma or you don't have suffering or whatever have you, you tend to inflict suffering onto adults. Something similar to that, I think. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm more just butchering this whole thing, anyways. So don't. I'm no therapist. I'm no philosopher or whatever. So I'm just some guy. Um, but yeah, the healthy approach, let's say for the architect, the character inside of the Backrooms movie, it would have been a lot better if he just took a minute to just reflect on the reality of his situation. Yeah, you're interacting with the supernatural, and it's inviting and everything and all that stuff. Very appealing, seductive, the alluring unknown. The capability of being able to be the ultimate architect of whatever, the designer of the best design. Oh, are they gonna go? Oh no, it looks like they're gonna avenge their friend. Oh, I made sure you went off with your friends, White Wolf. GG's. Good stuff, guys. They had a lot of heart, not letting me get off without at least a harsh word or two. But they're better off just running it than trying their luck with Malika. You know what I mean? But hey. Oh man, I gotta earn that title of bully, man. Gotta hold it down. I do see where they're kind of branching off as far as in the potential for. I mean, I know anything that makes any little iota of financial success is bound to have some kind of a sequel slash spin-off, whatever have you, right? Um, hmm. I like the idea. The premise is very solid, very good. The execution is a little bit on the fence. Um, I've seen A24 do some magnificent work, some fantastic stuff. Would I equate the Backrooms to like some of their top tier stuff? I say it cracks the top 10. It's at least up there. You know what I mean? So, I have confidence that whatever it is that they're gonna do in the future for the Backrooms, as far as in spin-offs or whatever have you. I heard something about SCP Foundation being potentially used and referenced in the future, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see. Host, OP host.
Hey!
I have a gank squad over here. I see y'all approaching me from all angles. Come on. Come on. I'm not dumb. I see you guys. Oh, ho, 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 ho. So we're healing in this duel. Ow! Good stuff, guys. I see you guys. I see you. Little fight club, your little fight club you got going on here. Ooh, should have held out for a minute or two. I would have been able to see, a next round. Dang. Ooh, light roll wizard. That looks pretty freaking cool. It's nice to see a red when they're not trying to kill you. You know what I mean? Holy guacamole. Ah, man, that was a good fight club. Good approach. All that whatnot. Eesh. Could have skirted a W, but I have to work on my approach. You know what I mean? My approach is just a little bit too... not quite where it needs to be. Oh, man. Some of the... I think what I like as far as in the A24 Backrooms movie... isn't quite exactly the horror aspect of it. I do kind of get it. It's a little hard to kind of translate the Backrooms concept, but the thing that really sold me, the thing that got me rocking and rolling most of the movie, you know, tossing my popcorn up into the air and whatnot, were the jokes. It was the comedy. It was the very, I would say, well-written comedy. It was well-timed. You know what I mean? Some of the jokes really did land for me. You know, those, don't go in there. What are you doing? You know, what are you dumb? What are you stupid? You know, don't do that. Don't go. Why are you gonna tie a rope and go down on some kind of weird hole in the wall? What are you thinking? You know? But it's exactly that that kind of energy you wanna capture. You know what I mean? So they did a great job.
Hey.
Hi, buddy. Whoa. Yo, rude. You here by yourself? Ouch. Hey, didn't I feel like I faced you earlier today. Alright. Come on. And I haven't even used my Wonder Flask. Alright, screw it. Bye, buddy. Kind of cornered yourself there. I can't help you out there. And I'm surprised you were... I'm gonna guess you were taunter-tongued or something. Because you had... No, from where I could tell, there was no backup of any kind. No blue hunters. No yellow sunbros. No, you know, host-colored reds. Or just a regular red. Nothing. Just a host on his own. Doing his thing. So I had to make a little bit of an example out of him via the Sword of the Night. There were a lot of giveaways as far as in the Kevin-like approach that Hosty was exhibiting. But other than that, you know, not to knock him too hard. He did try. did try his hardest, and you know, there's nowhere for you to really go and scoop, for example, quit or exit out, whatever. But you know, he did step up and at least attempt to meet me blade by blade, even if he did kind of corner himself. You know what I mean? Ah, man. uh, but I'm not sure as far as what to expect as far as in the narrative for the Elden Ring movie. I know for sure we're gonna see America. It's like guarantee we're gonna see America. And if we're gonna see America, we're gonna see Radagon. You see what I did there? Anyways, but if we see the goddess herself, I'm just kind of wondering what the potentials are for like these spin-offs, because I know we're gonna get a Bloodborne TV show or movie also. So that's blowing my mind. All of this stuff is really putting me on like a whoa, this is crazy, right? And I still gotta take time out of my day to check out that Sekiro Shadows Die Twice anime. I hear a lot of good stuff about it. I haven't heard really too much about it because I feel like it was kind of eclipsed by what has recently been catching my attention. Oh, the Avatar: The Last Airbender recent film, animated film that came out. That it was leaked beforehand a few weeks or months ago. So I feel like that's probably why it wasn't performing as well as it could have been, considering how things could have been, all things considered. But people are ranting and raving of how wonderful this freaking thing is, this new Avatar movie. This new, which everybody has already watched at least once, right? But now they get to watch it legally. They can purchase it and whatever. So I haven't watched that at all. So I gotta check it out, see what the hubbub is about. I usually tend to give things a little bit of time to see how things develop naturally, and to see if it's worth the investment, time-wise and financially and all that stuff, right? I've already been burned, unfortunately, by a few titles as of 2025, 2026. Even prior, I've had my experiences, but I'm starting to really, take notice as far as what I should be looking out for as a potential red flag for something that's not going to really be hitting the right notes for me personally. Like Black Ops 7. I hate to be talking smack, but not for me. The recent Black Ops 1 and 2 report for the PlayStation 5, that is worth your time and money. I'm not really happy with what Sony has been doing as far as in business practices and all the other whatnot and aspects. But what you can only do so much. You know what I mean? I'm not exactly washing my hands of the whole thing or throwing my hands up, But Sony's gonna continue to exist for the time being. You know what I mean? Now, I've been hearing some whispers in the wind here and there about Sega, doing a comeback of some kind because of the potential for physical media being a way forward for them. But I think it's more wishful thinking than anything, and I don't mean to like laugh in their expense. It's more like it's a nice thought. I really like the idea. I wish it would be that simple as far as an execution. Oh, let's protest and do this and change that. Hard, not always, but there are some times where you can make some real changes in the community by making certain alterations But I don't know. I feel like right now, voice your opinion, do what you can with what you got. But if you can't, you know, that's okay too. You know what I mean? You're still valid if you get the Black Ops 1 and 2 port for the PlayStation 5 and enjoy yourself in that way. You're still valid if you continue to play during the protest or whatever have you. Because, you pay for what you get. You don't want to be like, oh, I want to be part of the fad, so let me donate my time and energy here. When in return, I don't really think you're gonna see the same kind of I don't think you're gonna see the same benefits in the long run. But who knows? I I like to be proven wrong. I have nothing against that. The only real positive here is that everybody starts making progress as far as in the potential for stuff in the future. You know what I mean? Like it'd be really nice if Sony really did come back.
Hey!
Ah. Alright, where's the host? Mr. Tryhard over here. Hey, I remember you. You're the one with the madness. The madness hand. Really? You're just gonna punch me? Oh, wow. Really? Okay. Missed catastrophically in that. Ah, ouch. Ow. Dang. Oh, whatever. Of course your friend's gonna be happy. I took out his mortal nemesis. Oh man, I gotta watch out for that dang madness proc. Holy crap. Still, shouldn't be picking on the disabled, dang it. I will return and I'll make you sorry, that's for sure. Mm-mm-mm. I like the Albinorics in Elden Ring. I don't think they really deserve the the kind of treatment they got, nor do the Omen or the Horn Sense or whatever have you. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Trying to get into the politics of Elden Ring is just as complicated as it is in real life. You know what I mean? Not always, given the certain circumstances and recorded atrocities. You know, but all things given, you know, war is hell. Not good. Yeah, I don't know. Do not advocate for that such things, but it is. We live in modern times. I have a feeling these fellas are already fighting Mikola. And I was wrong. Maybe that was right. Maybe they brought her down to the phase 2, and that's when the the boss trigger finally took place. I don't know. Yeah, but I can't wait to take a moment and check out that new Avatar: The Last Airbender film. It looks fantastic. A lot of people have been ranting and raving about it, saying that it's really good. So definitely checking that out. Um, as far as in TV shows or anything media-wise that's been really catching my attention, nothing really going on. Oh, here's a good shout out. I really do hope he catches wind of it. It would be a nice surprise. Shout out to Little Cerebro. Holy crap, it's been 20 freaking years. 20 years. Oh my god, I remember when my friend showed me the Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series on YouTube. Oh man, funny stuff, funny stuff. Yes, the comedy, some of it is dated, don't get me wrong. A lot of references and jokes of that like, and some of these jokes are a little bit on the edge, you know, wouldn't fly in today's society. But all that being said, the voices are great. The jokes are pretty funny, even though harder to swallow ones. I think it's fantastic. I want to give my personal congratulations to Little Cerebro. Thank you so much for providing such wonderful quality content for me and other Yu-Gi-Oh! And other card players of the like. Uh, Dungeon Dice Monsters is just dual monsters with dice. Uh, uh, my voice gives me super strength. Big brother. Oh, the Mokuba is my favorite character in all Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know why. It's just he's just so freaking silly. And the only one time that Seto ever really gave Mokuba a good job, congratulations, I'm proud of you, kind of thing. And freaking Mokuba is just like, okay, thanks. Just like Kaiba, just like his big brother. Alright, there's your friend. Bam, bam, one bam. Yeah, just went for the full thing. Bye, buddy. I was trying to give you guys more. Hey, it's a blue. Hey, blue. Nobody's rocking it. No, nobody's wearing shirts anymore in Elden Ring. It's not cool to wear shirts in Elden Ring anymore. Gotta wear full armor if you want that high poise, boys. Come on, come on. I'm trying to go for like a pyramid head, like aesthetic, I guess. I don't know. I guess you could. I really do believe that you could make a solid pyramid head cosplay in Elden Ring. I think I've seen it done here and there. I've seen a Shrek before. I've seen more than a few Kratos builds before. Some anime builds here and there as well, like Inuyasha, Naruto, Sasuke. We're just talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender, so we've had cosplayers, like other Souls content creators like Chisbro do cosplay builds like Aang, Toph. He's done Aang, Toph, Zuko, Katara. So, you know, some of the main gang, main members of the Avatar gang, you know what I mean? That's just pretty cool, you know what I mean? Ah, man. I'm not sure where I would lean as far as if I have to like categorize my build cosplay wise. I've thought about saying, oh, you know, I like to reference my guy as the electric wizard, you know what I mean? Even though there's no wizardry going on per se, it's more incantations. But logistics aside, you know, we're getting work done with that electric whip, you know what I mean? And that's the selling point in this build. The electric Endure whip is it strikes fear, primal fear to anybody that I've run into as far as invasions. as soon as they see my my whip reaching like a good triple arm sling with just radiating electricity. It is actually pretty funny, you know. But I can only imagine being on the receiving end of something of the light. You know what I mean? Like that trend that I've been seeing a lot on shorts here and there. Yeah, congratulations, you made it to the next level. The next opponent is you. Oh man. Yeah, no. But if I had to face my mimic, ooh, it would be a challenge for sure. And I have had a few Arumi versus Arumi battles here and there. But, you know, nothing that's unmanageable. You know what I mean? It's doable. But yeah, if you haven't checked out the Backrooms movie, I would recommend it. I'd say if you like that style of horror, it's worth a watch. You know, worth the investment. Better than the Supergirl movie. If you watch Supergirl, you're bound to probably like the Backrooms. It can translate to some degree, but I think if you show the film to somebody who has not even like an idea of what retail is or anything of that regard, it'll be hard. You know what I mean? You know, I think what liminal space horror is a little bit common. I think only because the thing I can compare it to is a hospital setting, which is also very uncanny.
Hey!
Hey, is that a merchant? Yeah, he has a whole store here. Hi guys. We have a merchant and we have a greeter. We have like 3 items we can pick from here. Okay. I'm sensing 2 on 2 here. I'm gonna sit down here. Give it a moment. See what happens. Let it all play out. We all can be friends here, guys. But are we gonna be friendly? That's the question. Go ahead. Where'd you go? You just disappeared. Bring it on, buddy. Oh, the merchant wasn't the host, it was the other guy. Wow. That was a whole movie right there. The good, the bad, and the red guy. Oh, that's funny. I am a little bit of a party pooper. But what else are we here to do? Other than party. Party hardy. Oh well. It be that way, guys. Next time you should think about where you're setting up shop, Mr. Merchant. Be a little bit more aggro too. You know, for the host playing the role of bodyguard, I don't know. I really would expect the merchant to be more aggressive. Very standoffish. Good though. I like the cosplay. Again, immersed in that cosplay. Kinda makes me dwell on it a little bit. Maybe consider approaching a cosplay of the same like, but I don't know. It seems like a lot of investment for very little payoff, and I like to make a lot of money. And by that I mean wasting my time. Ah, man. That was a fun invasion, I'll tell you that. I like to run into more cosplayers in the wild. When I run into cosplayers, it's usually because they're playing Hunter or Invader half of the time. Eh, not every day. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah. What's this? What is going on here? Oh, there goes Trevor. Well, that was the host. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Nice to meet y'all. Hey. Good shit. Good shit. Man, that dragon got past me real freaking quick. Man. Also, can't wait to check out that new Spider-Man film. I've been keeping up with each and every one from the Tom Holland, from the Toby days through the Garfield days, and now the Tom days. Spider-Man to me right now is what I would equate to what like Lou Ferrigno and the Hulk was to like people back in the day. I wish there was something more equivalent as far as like the Hulk, like Iron Man or Thor or whatever. But it's hard. It's tricky. You know what I mean? There's no like modern day Adam Wests. You know what I mean? I would like to consider Robert Pattinson, a good qualifier for that kind of thing. He has a personality, I guess. Something's missing. Yeah, I'm taking the time to buff myself up as far as it can go. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Hey!
Is this the merchant again? It is the merchant again. Yeah, they remember me, so they're not gonna be so welcoming. Oh wow, you guys are freaking assholes. How dare you? Yep, one hit, one shot build, buddy. One shot. Grab combo! Oh man! You could say that guy's pretty crabby. Ooh, GG guys. Holy moly. It's nice to be able to cause a little bit of havoc here and there, you know what I mean? I'm part of the ecosystem as far as Miyazaki's concerned. Ah, man. That's so much fun today. Thank you guys for joining me. Probably be like one more invasion to get under my belt. See, maybe I'll be back, maybe not. Consider. I've been playing so much Batman Arkham City lately. It's hard to put down. And I want to stream it. But the issue that I'm facing there is that the background music is so rich that taking it away from the game would be a crime. You know what I mean? And most of the time, I have myself removing the musical background, soundtrack, whatever have you, because of the copyright issues. You know what I mean? So playing the game an Arkham game with no Gotham. You know, it just feels weird. No! Dang you! That kind of counts as a W, but not really. Dang it! Dang it! Ah! Ah! How dare they bug on me that way? Bogus! That did me so freaking bogus, dude. Damn. Cowards. Cowards, I say. But all things given, I think I might just relent. And, well, I'll have my fill as far as in going through it the first time around without, you know, off stream, whatever have you. But once I have my fill, you know, get out of here, put in some hours under my belt, have fun flying around as the man bat himself, the Batman. Yeah, I like a Batman. But I do have the Arkham trilogy, so I would want to start from Asylum into City into Night. You know, going in order. As far as in the, I feel like the narratives for the series, solid. And of course, you have Kevin Conroy voicing Batman himself. He is Batman. You know what I mean? Oh, man, fantastic stuff. Really, really, really freaking awesome stuff. So, you know, it really share that wonderful experience with you guys, which is more than likely to happen. You know, very soon, Batman will be making his debut here on the Eldenring Movie. Y'all watch out. Here comes the Spider-Man. I mean the Batman. I know what I did there. Jesus. That is probably gonna be the last one. No! Okay. It's not gonna be the last one. I want a W. Got one more W. One more W under my belt. Dang. Yeah, but as far as in the Arkham City playthrough that I'm doing right now, I think I'm at that point where, yeah, I already fought Ra's al Ghul the first time. I already got the frozen capsule bat gadget from Freeze, and I gave myself the, oh yeah, the last thing I did was fight the Mad Hatter. So I think I'm making progress. I already took down Zaz. I had rescued already my third Riddler hostage. So I think this last Riddler hostage would be the last one before I finally get to take down Enigma himself. Hopefully soon. Don't get me wrong. I'll still finish. Still finish the game without having to take down Edward if necessary, but I would like to take down the Riddler. It's a personal goal for myself. And I think a good. I'm not really a puzzles kind of guy, I guess, to some degree, but the puzzles that they made for the Riddler trophies in Batman Arkham City, some of the most fun I think I've had in a long time. There's some head scratchers in there. There's some really good head scratchers in there, and you do learn a lot of new ways of using your bat gadgets, like the explosive mine, the lion launcher, the batarangs, the remote batarangs, the reverse batarangs, and even stuff like the Signer interceptor. and what's the other one? The electrical, like the taser one, the taser gun. Uh, the back claw as well is, I think, one of my favorite gadgets that Batman has. You know, just something that he uses it to. He uses it to, you know, get from one place to another, of course. But when he uses it in battle, oh my goodness, it's so freaking fun. It's pretty hilarious also being able to just shoot it and then just yank somebody's weapon, you know, the bat or another gun in their hand right out with that with the damn bat claw. They're like, whoa, what the heck? Oh, another good goodie, but a small gadget that he has is the batarangs, of course. But I like the smoke pellets, very ninja-esque. You know what I mean? Especially when you're in a sticky situation, you're being surrounded by a lot of gunners. Just need some kind of, like, you know, way of getting away. Dang, Holsty is in the far distance, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. Wow. He is really far off there.
Hey!
Actually, I know you see me. Oh, yeah. Let's have a fight. Come on. Honor duel. Arumi versus Arumi. Whoa! Oh my God! Finally a mirror match. Top Rumi player right here, the Elden Bully. Check him out. Oh my gosh! Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Like, follow, subscribe. Check out my band, Air to the Abyss. We'll be dropping some stuff real soon on all the musical platforms for all you metalheads out there. Thank you guys for joining me today. I really love you. Hope you guys have a good one. Goodbye.